my audio not coming through? Oh, okay. Oh, right. That shit's crazy, bro. What up, y'all? I'm in the middle of an interview right now with shooting the shits. My man Shadow Crack. The fuck's going on, y'all? Yeah, I see you. I see you, Brenda. I see you, Barb. I see all you guys. What's the vibes tonight? How y'all feeling? Yeah. What up? What up? It's Russo Binks. You already know. Man. Honestly, this is my first time fucking live, bro. You guys are gonna have to direct me on this shit. You know my ass, bro. I just be fucking talking and rapping and not doing any of this other social media shit. But I guess it's time to fucking get on board with this shit.
Growing, man. We're always growing.
You already know.
Yeah. And that's where I say, that's one of the most important things to me, is that that we have this constant growth going. Because I just
Right.
don't stop. Like as long as you don't stop, then you're gonna be good to go.
Oh, you can't stop, bro. The second you stop, you lose all your momentum. It's fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
Lots of people will take those 2, 3, 4 year breaks, and that's where
Oh
you
man,
you
I
end up
made that
dying out.
mistake. Oh, let me turn off my AC real quick.
Yeah.
Shit, it's too loud. Bro, this is where I record, man. I be fucking in the middle of like dropping some fire ass shit, and then boom, the AC pops on. I'm like, ah, fuck.
It kills everything. Like,
Bro, that shit drives me crazy.
how long? So how long you been recording yourself? The whole time?
I just started like a year ago, man. Honestly, like this is like kind of my fucking rough draft studio, and then my marketing manager has like Pro Tools, and we set up a studio in his like garage. So
So
now we're trying to get to the point where we record all of our shit on Pro Tools through him. But I also have an engineer in Portland who's fire that I really like to use. So
I mean, I've heard them.
because I
I've
have
heard the
like
tracks.
40 songs, bro. I have like 40 songs that they're done, but they're just not. I gotta re-record them. Like they're fire, but I gotta. So I'm gonna fucking probably schedule a trip to Portland in this summer for like and just go hit my engineer for like 2 days straight, like
Yeah.
6 hours
Two.
at a
You
time.
said 2 days.
We'll just like 6 hours one day, 6 hours the next day, and then just fucking record as many songs as possible.
Yo, that is a struggle and a crazy mission. We do the same thing at my house. So as soon as I set up my studio, because that's what I am by trade as an engineer, and it really just I have people fly out and we'll do a week long session. Like if you got enough material, we'll do 24 hours a day, whenever you're ready to roll, we gonna get it
Right?
done. And we did what we call the
Yeah.
suicide sessions. It was craziness. He was doing like 7 or 8 songs a day, and then just waking up next morning doing the same thing for I think 5 days straight.
Bro, that shit's no joke. That shit'll take your voice and go, ugh.
Yep. By
By
the
the
last
end of
day,
that,
the
you're like
last whole
fucking
the whole
done.
second half of the last day, not usable. Like it was like, all right, bro,
Really?
we've done
Yeah,
enough.
that sounds about right. Sometimes I like it because it'll give you like a raspy fucking edge to your voice. Like sometimes I purposely will fucking go record after. Because like after a show too, I do a lot of my own shows, and I don't do like fucking 20 minute sets. I do like hour-long sets, bro. At
Yes.
least.
There's a
So
headliner
by
set
the
right
end of
there.
my sets at my shows, fucking my voice is just throttled. But sometimes it actually sounds dope as fuck to go record after that. Just it like sounds like a different me. You know what I mean? Like a raspy
And if you
fuck.
use it for the song, if it makes sense for the song, then do it obviously. But what about when you have you noticed a difference between recording in the morning when your vocal cords have been rested versus at night after the
Yeah,
whole day?
Yeah, I definitely do usually better in the daytime. I still record at night, but I do more like writing and shit at night. But I mean, I'm pretty much always writing. Like that's the one thing about my writing is like I always use life. So when I get up in the morning, I take a walk, bro. Like 5 out of 10 times, I get a couple lines that pop into my head just off my walk, just thinking. You know what I mean? And then I just build on that shit.
And
I
that
have a
has
really unique writing style to where like I make a line at a time and build around it, and I kind of memorize it as I go. And I don't ever go to the studio until it's like completely memorized.
good.
That shit you see people like on their phones in the studio trying to read, like you can just hear the fucking hesitation in their voice, man. If you want to make some like fire shit, I would say you always should have that shit memorized.
Always,
If you don't have that
please
shit memorized, you're
treat
gonna
it like
be
it's a
able to
studio.
tell.
Treat it like it costs you $80 to
Yeah.
$150 an hour. Like treat it like that every hour matters. Because when you come in and you rent for a, you come to my studio and you rent for an hour, that's what you're getting is an hour. I don't care how long it took you to write. Like you're gonna sit here and write in the studio. Cool. When that
Right.
hour's up, it's out. Like
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna have to pay for more. You know what's funny is a lot of people do that shit. Yo, what up? Say what's up, y'all? It's
what it is,
fucking
what it do, people.
Riverside Show Crack. We talking hip hop and some other shit. You know what I'm saying? Russo Binks.
Shit, it
Go,
could be
go
anything.
listen. I just dropped a video on YouTube. Go check it out. My whole life. It's called. That shit's fire.
Yeah, I saw that. I was looking at that just today. Actually, was that drop today?
Yeah, I was dropping like last night.
Well, you
Yeah.
drop. You drop. You consistently have been dropping for the past shit since I've been following. Like the past
Yeah.
6 months or so, I've noticed just an increase in frequency.
Right. That's what you. I feel like that's what you have to do, man. That's why before I even started dropping, I went and I wrote like 40 songs. I was like, all right, I'm gonna just fucking write as many songs as possible, and then I'm gonna start dropping so that I can drop as much as I want for the next 5 years. And just
Yep.
because that's what I like step back and I'm like, all right, bro, what are you doing wrong? Like you gotta treat this shit like a real business. You gotta create a real 5 year plan. You gotta fucking start approaching this. Cause I'm like smart as fuck when it comes to business and like all kinds of different shit, but I just wasn't like implementing it into the music. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't realize like it's not just music. Like you have to treat it like it's a fucking business, or else it's not gonna do
Yeah,
anything.
that 9 to 5.
Like
Like
these
the nine
days
to
too,
five.
people don't realize how much shit is bought. Like how much shit is like pay for play in the music industry. It's fucking
So much.
ridiculous.
It's
It's like
almost a requirement.
majority of the shit you see is like put on there because someone paid for it to be put on there. It's just insane.
That's the reason you're seeing them. That's the reason that you're seeing them. You don't know
Literally,
this
bro.
person. That's actually,
Right? It's
that's
like
actually how I found your stuff. I think that that was the first message to you. I was like, "Yo, your shit's fire." Like, I came across your ads. I'm just letting you know they're working. They're hitting the right people.
right, fucking a.
Because that's, I mean, it is crucial. You have to have ads. If you're not running ads or
Mm-hmm.
anything outside of your just regular posts, then they're not going to go
Yeah.
anywhere. They're going to stay at the
No
bottom of
one's
the
gonna find
algorithm.
you for not. Yeah, exactly, bro. You gotta have like a budget. You gotta be putting money behind this shit. That's why you also have to monetize. Like if you look at my website, it's a lot of merch and shit, from like low ticket items to fucking sweatshirts, hoodies, fucking coffee cups. Like because there's really not that much money in music
No,
anymore. It's all about the using your music as the tool to kind of get you a crowd, and then monetizing through that fucking tool. And
dude,
then
I'm glad
that's
to hear
like
you
the
say
treat
that.
you're giving them. Like I'm gonna keep giving you some of this fucking music you like. You just buy some shit here and there, or you fucking help me out or whatever. And even then, it's like it's crazy. It's crazy expensive. It's crazy fucking. It's like the wild wild west out there, man.
I mean, it really is because we're going away from. So we went away from CD and album sales and all that. That's been gone, right?
Yeah,
Like
that shit's
that's
been
not a
going.
thing.
Yeah.
There is. I mean, Germany and France, like they are really good about buying the CDs, the physicals. Like they love, and certain people like vinyls, but you got people out here reshaping the models. Like Nipsey's Hustle, I really feel like reshaped the model when he was making, what, $10,000 albums.
Yeah, no, he really did, bro. That's why he's like one of my, still to this day, is just like one of my fucking biggest idols. Because
Yeah,
not even like his rap, his music is fire as fuck, obviously, bro. But he just was such a smart fucking independent businessman. He was just such a good example to follow when it comes to this shit, bro. Because if anyone did it like off their own back through their fucking hustle and hard work, it was him. Like,
Yes.
it's in the name. Nipsey fucking hustled, and
Yes.
he hustled his ass off.
R.I.P. Because that's, I mean, big salutes. Because like I mean, honestly, you know, you have a bunch of people throughout time like reinventing the game, and every time it gets reinvented, it makes it easier and harder at the same time for the independents to go up. It makes them easier.
Right.
It makes it easier because you just saw the model. It makes it harder because everybody just saw the model.
Everyone, right? And that's the thing people don't realize, because everyone thinks like, well, wouldn't it be? Isn't it easier today when you're talented to fucking, you know, you can just get your no, like it's not, because it's created this effect that goes like this. Next time you're scrolling, watch how many fucking videos you pass without turning the sound on.
Right.
Because 99% of the sound you turn on is fucking trash.
Yes.
So now it's created this cyclical event of like where people never turn the sound on because they're like, oh, okay, it's probably gonna be fucking trash because everyone's trying to do it. And so the people that are really spitting that fire just go float right in between the cracks because no one even turns the fucking sound on. It's
that's
crazy,
a fact.
Bro.
That's a fact, and it's funny. What's your day job? Like, what's your 9 to 5?
I'm like a bartender. I was like a restaurant GM for a while.
Okay.
Hopefully, I'm gonna try to open my own restaurant sometime soon.
Yeah.
I had I had an investor, a partner, all this shit. And so the city I live in is Rockwall. I live here because it's one of the richest communities in Texas and in America. It's like this small little town, and it's just a really good place to live if you're trying to be an entrepreneur, because there's just a lot of money floating around you. And yeah, what were we talking about? I literally just lost my train of
We were
thought.
talking about what you do for your 9 to 5, and you're talking about getting.
Oh yeah, I hit my pen.
And then being in a good spot. I mean,
I got a high. No, but yeah, back to that. So I fucking had an investor. We got everything in line, and then all we needed was the building in downtown Rockball. And we had one scoped out, and then it fell through because the people like negotiated a new lease. The people that were supposed to be leaving, yada yada yada. So now we're back to square one with like the building. It's just because my thing is like I built such a fucking pipeline in downtown Rockwall and such like a rapport with all the fucking like super rich locals that's the only place I want to open a restaurant.
yes.
I'm not trying to go to Dallas and fucking make a whole start from square one. Like I know if I put a restaurant in downtown Rockwall, I'm going to have a bunch of people because I'm fucking good at what I do, and they know that, so people are gonna come.
So what is it? What kind of restaurant is it? Like what kind of establishment?
The restaurant I want to open is like a high end, like not like it's like almost like a club where it's like VIP. You have to have a membership, but the bottom floor will be like a regular bar because it's supposed to be. The guy who was gonna back us has a construction company, so he really wants a rooftop bar because Rockwall doesn't have one.
Hey.
And so the top would be like a lounge, VIP access. You have to pay for a membership to get there. And then the bottom would be like your regular bar. We were talking about even having a coffee shop during the morning hours until the restaurant open. You know what I mean? Like turn it into multiple things.
Yes.
And
That's
then
the way right
obviously it would moonlight as a fucking music venue, which is my number one thing, is having my own place, because
That's
it's
the
not
dream.
hard to
isn't it?
find places that let you do shows, especially when you pack them out. Like this last show I did at fucking the Downing, it was the sales were more than quadruple for what they would have on a Sunday night. So like when you can show other restaurants that, it really is not hard to get shows booked. But
It's
just
not.
having your own spot, you get all that fucking profit. So obviously
And then also, I mean, you're taking it back into your hands. Like we were talking about in the last podcast. You know, like sure you can. You know, if you have a property, you probably pay somebody to take care of it as far as the lawn maintenance and so on. Why do that when you have to already
Right.
go ahead and purchase the service? So instead of purchasing the service, purchase the lawnmower and then have that team go out and start doing lawns, because it's just independent. Take out all the cuts.
exactly, bro. That's exactly it. Yeah.
I mean, we just got done. We're not done shooting for my first. It was just a music video, and then it turned into a full like just a movie, like a 40-minute runtime movie. And
Really?
yeah, we just got done shooting the first half of it. We still got 3 deaths to do and the final scenes, and it's like that, and that's coming 2 weeks from now. We get.
So you guys do all like the shooting and the editing and all that stuff.
Everything. I brought everything in house. You know, if I didn't do it myself, which I do a lot of shit myself because I've been in this for shit. I got certified in Pro Tools in 2008, so like I've been doing this since I was a kid.
Yeah, that's crazy. How old are you?
39.
Okay.
I'm an old motherfucker.
Yeah, so pretty similar. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In this game, it's just old. But like, but the real deal is that it doesn't matter your age. If you're doing this thing, people respect the talent that it takes to actually put out an album and so on. If you get their attention, that's if you got the audience.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. Is there's this whole stigma about being old and shit. It's like, shut up. Like, why is hip hop the only genre that does that too? It's so fucking dumb. Like, I'm sorry, Eminem, LL Cool J, all these guys will still literally rap circles around all these new fucking rappers, bro. Like, these new rappers think they all sound the same. They spit the same shit, the same bars, the same lingo.
That's the difference. That's the difference between now and then.
Bro.
Then it's all about originality. Now it's about just blending in and just going, oh, that's what he's doing. Okay, I'm gonna do that too. That shit's corny. You're absolutely right. It's corny as fuck, and people got to. I mean, I think that people are honestly they're tired of that. Like they're tired of seeing that same thing over and over again, and they realize, oh shit, we do need some new faces.
Yeah, people definitely are getting tired of that shit, and it's just funny. Like I was saying though, like you look at rock, you look at country, you look at all these other genres. They don't age out of country. They don't age out of rock. Like, you still see fucking... If Mick Jagger wanted to make some shit right now, they'd be like, yeah. But all of a sudden, some old rapper tries... And they're like, he's old. Like, it's just fucking stupid.
Every time. And I think it comes down to, like, that old... The concept of the record labels going, yeah, if you're not 24 and below, then you're not, you're not going to be relevant. Because they're looking at the long-term investment. Some people have been doing this for 20 years already, and they're... they've established their style, their presence. They've done all the work. All it is just the audience.
Well, dude, now it's too. Record labels are just fucking Ponzi schemes anymore. It's like they always have been like that. It's just, but now it's even especially bad because it's just they don't care about the music anymore. It's nothing like, at least back in the day, they would hear some music and be like, that is some music. Like now it's like they're like, nope. Like, put it in the algorithm. Is it gonna make us money? That's why you smell these TikTok fucking musicians who have one popular song and then you never hear them again because they're like, oh, we made our money, move to the next one.
Right.
It's like the new fucking modern version of slavery, bro. It's crazy.
It is. It's funny you say that because it really is. Like, I saw, I was just talking to somebody that said they were in the, we were having a debate about being signed. Because, like, I have a kind of a split opinion about being signed. I think that you should do all your shit independently. But that's if you know all of the aspects, because if you don't have the resources to back yourself, then at least, like, so you did all this stuff just to fight to become independent, to do everything yourself, to record it, to mix it, master it, do all the art, do all the content that goes with it. You did all that, but you're still battling for .003 from Spotify. Like, that's worse than a record deal. That's worse than any record deal you ever saw.
And that's to listen to that, bro, like, it's just crazy, like, when you break it down, what it actually takes to, like, make enough money off your music to live. And then you put in how much it takes to make that happen, and it's like, it's a losing battle if you don't figure out a way to make money some other way.
The 9-to-5 funds, I always tell people, the 9-to-5 will fund the dream, like, and it will. The 9-to-5 will fund the dream, but you have to have something in place so that when you're done with, like, not done with rap, but when you're actually doing the rap part, that you're making money, because the music is just an advertisement for whatever other products you sell, like whether it's the live show or it's the now we're on the OnlyFans of musicians, like what is that? What is that? The site that everybody uses, not Patron.
I know what you're talking about.
Patreon. Like, people will go and do the Patreon shit, and they'll do all that. It's like, I'm not paying you. I'm a big fan of artists that have those, and I will not pay for it. I'm a huge fan of it, still not going to pay for it. And maybe I'm just like all the other fans, which is like, we feel like entitled to music. Music should be free. I mean, yeah, but I do want this musician to keep doing it. So they're not going to be able to do it unless they make money in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, exactly, bro. It's like, That's why you gotta like be able to identify who your real fans are and who are just people spend way too much energy on people who are never gonna fucking support them and never gonna fuck with them. It's like a real thing, like where people like chase around people who don't. There's like 5 people for every fucking person that doesn't fuck with you. There's 5 more people over here that will fuck with you. But you see these people running around like cats with their fucking tails, trying to chase all these people who are never gonna get on board.
Yep.
And then ignoring the 5 people that would gladly fucking get on board.
Yes.
And it happens a lot with like family and friends and shit, bro. People expect like, oh well, my family and my friends should support me. It's like, no, those are the last people who are gonna support you, bro.
Absolutely.
Literally, your family and friends are gonna call you crazy and make fun of you and think you're and talk behind your back and do all this weird shit because that's just what family and friends do.
Yeah,
so
they've been that way the whole time. Don't expect them different.
Drop the notion right now that your family and friends are gonna be like the people. And there's like obviously rare cases where like people's fucking family gets on board, blah blah blah. But for the most part, they're gonna be the people who fucking clown the most.
Yeah, and that's
people who fucking hear you and they're like down with you for life. You're like, damn, bro, that's crazy.
Some of the biggest fans that I've ever had were people that I had never met before. You know, like actually, my biggest fans are people that I've never met before. I do have a couple in our family that they are, you know, they were like, yo, that you have something, like keep doing that. But for the most part, it was really just you know, strangers, people that I don't know, singing my song back to me while I'm rapping at a show, and it's like, the fuck, and they'll come up and talk to you afterwards, and like I'm really big on communicating with your fans, with your viewership. Like, me and you, like, fucking let's bullshit, let's talk, let's see where you're at.
Bro.
You'll make a fan for life that way.
That's the only thing too many artists do is like they go to these shows and I get it. I was a young artist one time too, but they just like they think their role is to play like the too cool guy, like sit on the wall, don't talk to anybody, fuck you're an artist, so like act like you should act like that couldn't be farther from the truth. Like you should literally be acting like a politician. If you're an artist trying to make it, you should maneuver through life every day like you're a politician. You should be, no matter where you go, who you're fucking interacting with, you should like overly fucking accommodating, overly welcoming, try to really build connections with people like that, because in 2 weeks when you're trying to throw a show, who the fuck you gonna be hitting up all these people?
Yep.
And like I can't tell you how many times people have shown up for me because I fucking treat them like that in the real world, and they know they're gonna come on my show, and I'm gonna shout them out, and I'm gonna go dap them up in front of everybody, fucking include them, and make them feel included in the scene instead of being like artists, like too cool for everybody. Like, I don't like that shit.
You'll see that more with rap than any other genre, because really every other rock show I've been to, even, you know, reggae shows especially, like, you always have the band come out after the show. They're always meeting. They're always doing the meet and greets, and they're not charging to do so.
Yeah,
like, that's the new model now, is to go ahead and charge people to meet you afterwards. It's like, hey, that special motherfucker, you talking about $300 to meet you? No.
Yeah. No. Honestly, rap shows have like the worst energy of all the shows.
Really,
everyone's just in such competition. It's like crab in a barrel. People always, and then, you know, like rapper obviously always comes into play too, bro. It doesn't matter how you grew up, it doesn't matter fucking if both your uncles are black, and all your cousins are black, you grew up in the hood, like, no matter what, it plays a role in, like, when people try to, like, decide on you as a rapper. You know what I mean? It's like the first thing they see. I can't tell you how many people tell me, like, oh my god, I thought your music was really suck. I'm not gonna lie, like, I really thought you not like she rap, like, I thought your music was gonna be horrible. Like, I get that a lot. People always say that shit until they come to the show and they're like, what the fuck? And I'm like, see? Give people a fucking chance.
That's what you can do, and like, but that's because you're probably a fan of music. You're a fan of the show. What's the last show you went to?
Oh man, I went to R.A. the Rugged Man. Little bit ago.
That's
I really like going to the show. He puts on a really good live performance. Fucking always super cool. But
Did you meet him afterwards?
honestly, other than that, man, I've been so fucking wound up in my own music and my own shows. Like I have barely have time to do anything.
Yo, once a month. Once a month. I gotta go to a show at least once a month. If I gotta drive to it, I'll drive to it. But I gotta.
Right.
I love the stage and I love live shows because it's how you see. If I go to an artist show and I see that they're not very good live, I kind of lose respect for them because a lot of people can spend 30 hours on one song, no problem, and get it right that one time. But can they do it? Can they really do it?
Yeah. People fucking don't realize like how important being able to perform live is. Like it's so important to be able to put on a really good show, and not just like get up there and spit your lyrics, like to actually put on a show.
Karaoke. That's the worst.
People want to be there. People want to dance. People want to shout it back. People want like you know what I mean. Like you see the footage of my shows, you can just see how good of a time we're having.
And they're engaged. Your shows looks like they are engaged.
Yeah, that's by design. They don't just get up and do that automatically. I fucking write a script for my shows. Literally, I come to that shit with a script, and then of course I go way off script most of the time. But there's like a guideline of how I'm gonna get them engaged, how I'm gonna get their interaction, how I'm gonna get like best footage, all this other shit. It all is work, and that's why it's so much more draining than people realize. TV just throw one big show. Like I'm trying to get to a point where I throw one a month. But right now it's like one every other month. Because I always work like 40, 50 hours a week. Take care of my niece too, my sister. So like, you know what I mean? It's also life. Like in a perfect world, I'll get to a point where I'm making enough money on my music where I don't have to work. All I work on my music. And that's where the... Because I don't really express this a lot on social media, or like one of my biggest goals is just get in the doors as a writer. You know what I mean? Like that's fine. Like if I blow up and I'm the person that fucking is the face of my music, that's fine. But it's also just as great. Like I could just write people, never be in my life. And I actually got the first big step to that. Someone hit me up. I don't know if you've ever heard my song X.
I did not.
But so I took it off of all platforms because someone hit me up that's trying to buy it for one of their artists.
Yes.
And so I'm like, all right, let's have a fucking meeting. Let's talk about splits. What are you gonna give me? Like, what's gonna be the fucking bonus? Because I'm gonna need some bread up front. Right off bat. And then I'm gonna need probably like at least a 30-70 split. Yeah. To be able to do that. And I obviously I'll stay on as like the head writer and the fucking executive producer of that shit.
So you'd also think about the producing part?
I mean, that's just at that point that would just be a label title for fucking reality. You know what I mean? Like I don't have any dreams to be producing records. I'm a writer. I'm like through and through a writer. That's where my craft is. That's where my talent comes in. Like the writing side of it. I can write some shit. I can write anything about anything in fucking 5 minutes. I mean, so like, because that's actually what I do for a living. I used to write articles for a living.
Oh yeah.
And then once AI got to a point where it fucking write articles and shit, it like pretty much decimated the writing field, bro. Now you have to like find like private clients and shit. It's just a nightmare trying to write for a living.
What about? So you think it's gonna take out? Do you think it'll take out music or a percentage of the music?
I think it'll do kind of both. I think it will for a time when it gets to the point where, because you know record labels are already releasing some AI shit, bro. They're just releasing AI shit left, right, see what catches. But I think it also will flip where there becomes some time where people don't do AI shit. It's so sought after, so rare. Because it's like exclusive, because everything's fucking AI. So I think it'll pretty much take over everything. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like if we let people like fucking crazy people get control, they will literally decimate the workforce. They will fucking get rid of everyone. They just want one peasants, bro.
Right now,
can't fight back.
It's happening.
They literally want us all to be
It's already happening. It's already en route. They've already started the process, and all we have to do is go no, but nobody's willing to do that because they're like, oh,
Right.
you mean it's easier? Sure. Yeah,
Isn't
it's
that
easier.
so crazy, bro? That all we have to do is say no.
That's it.
And right now, nobody's fucking saying no. Like, we're just like, yeah, if it makes my life, if it makes me able to sit on the couch and watch TV for an extra hour a day, I'd rather do that. Like, no, be a human.
Yeah, well, not only that, but that extra hour a day now is going to cost you a lot later. It's going to cost you your job, your career, all of your finances.
Right.
They're looking at UBI as being the only answer, like the universal basic income. They're looking at that being the only answer to AI, which is like, no, wait, that's not the answer. That's just waiting until they take that away from you, and then what do you got? You got zero on zero, and they've already, by 2030, they want to have more humanoid robots than there are humans in America. So you're already done. Who was it the other day? Thailand, I think it was Thailand if I'm not mistaken, that they had their first AI cop. So like he's just a robot and he rolls around. Go ahead and try and fuck with that guy.
I saw that. Is that you sent me that shit?
It might have been.
Bro, oh my god! Like I saw that cop and it scared the fuck out of me.
Hell yeah! Oh, you were supposed to lead. It's about to bash your head in.
Yeah, I do not trust no. I was actually fucking with my coworker the other day. They were talking about AI, and I told him, on God, if I ever see a fucking robot bartender, I'm beating his ass on site. He is not taking my fucking job. I ain't having no robot taking my fucking job.
They're gonna take everybody's job. There's no way around it. I mean, it can already do things that we can't do. It costs less. It's $50,000 a year right now to operate a robot. So that right there takes out anything above that level. Takes y'all out because it works 24 hours a day without ever asking for vacation, sick days, anything else.
Never needs a break. Never has a dispute. Never has to go to HR.
Nope. And
like never has to do shit, bro. That's the crazy thing is like robots aren't humans, so they don't have all the human issues that come with humans. That makes us human, right? Like that's what makes us human. Is all these fucking human things we do, say, feel, and don't feel. And without that, man, it's just gonna be a whole world. I feel like, man, it's like that's a cold feeling thing. You walk into a D&D and all it is robots. You know what I mean? Like that's just it's kind of like a cold feeling.
It definitely is.
Even though it's D&D, you know it's people back there working for you. You know it's people that are connected. You know it's people that are helping out. When it gets to a point where it's just robots, that's gonna be a fucking cold ass world.
Yeah, it's gonna be drab as fuck. There's not gonna be anything lively happening. It's just straight order. They don't like chaos. You know, those in charge do not like chaos because then it's hard to plan for.
Right.
And we're definitely set. We're set up for a losing situation if we don't make changes. And I try to be an optimist, but what do they say? A realist is a pessimist by default. Like I know people and they're pretty fucking lazy. And COVID really showed me that, you know, if they're given a good bit of money, they will blow that shit so fast and go, hey, wait, I need some more. It's like, what the fuck? Y'all could have done a lot of shit. I know. I built my studio with that money.
Yeah, consumption is crazy, bro. The COVID money, I think I just bought a bunch of guns with COVID money.
Not a bad plan. Not a bad plan.
No, they're just sitting there like, well, I'm gonna have now. With all the shit going on now, like I got guns.
It's gonna be necessary. It's gonna be necessary. Like I said, yo, you gotta start collecting them rounds. It's rounds are pretty damn expensive. I got a reloader for
fucking food and water and shit.
Yeah. And because, like, really, honestly, all those people that prep with food and water but don't have guns, they become a loot drop, essentially.
They're target, bro. At that point.
Yeah, go ahead and have your garden outside. See how quickly you get overrun.
So fast, you don't have guns, bro. When it comes down to that, even they're trying to take shit even when you do have guns.
Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine you don't have guns. Come on, bro. You get to that point, like, you're fucked if not armed, because you just don't walk hard.
Is y'all, what's your gun law there? Are you open carry, concealed carry?
I mean, Texas, we're like open carry, bro. You can do whatever the fuck you want here.
Yeah. Does that mean y'all can conceal? Because I've always had a question about that. Like, I know open carry is you have to show that it's out there. Like North Carolina.
Yeah, it has to be shown. I think to have a conceal, like you have to still have a concealed carry.
Yeah, Florida.
But like as far as just having a gun, you can carry. Yeah, you can carry a pistol here. Sure.
Yeah,
I mean, I haven't done it. I still conceal my shit.
Hell yeah.
I like. It just sends a weird vibe. You know what I mean? When you see that citizen in the grocery store that has a gun on his hip, I don't care, but it always just kind of sends a weird vibe.
Shit, that just puts a target on your back. If I was a criminal and I saw somebody with a gun, I go, all right, take him out first. I'm not trying to be that guy. I'm definitely not trying to be that guy.
I never thought about it like that. That's no lie.
Like I've always kept my shit on me. Like since I was 16, I've had a gun on me at all times. Because
Where are you in PA?
No, I'm in Florida.
Florida.
Yep.
Oh, so you guys are open carry too?
We're concealed carry, so you don't have to have a permit. You can just keep it on you. But that's new. That was this year.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy because that means everybody's got one and you don't know who. That's a good thing.
Are you from
originally it was the hollers of North Carolina, like the Asheville area, like the mountains. Where if you're left-handed, then it's the devil's hand, and you got to change it to right. That's what happened to me. Now I'm ambidextrous. I can write shittily with both hands.
Right. Oh, I thought you were from like Boston or Philly.
Now a lot of the people that I fuck with, they're from I got a lot of people in New England, but I pretty much worldwide. Like I talk to people from Australia, from Germany.
Right.
I mean,
all over the place.
Yeah, that's how we got this album together. Like we got this. Currently, I'm working on actually, it's done with all the recordings. We're just really just going through the mix and masters. But it's 13 different artists playing a different role for a heist. Like we're robbing a weed dispensary, and each person's got their role, and they made a song about it. So that goes first, and then we got the video that was supposed to be just one long song of it happening, and it turned into a movie.
Bro, next time you guys do something like that, get me on
next year. We're doing it every year for the next 7 years.
Right, I'll get on shit like that for sure.
Yeah, that's it, dude. It's
that's
good
one
time.
thing I gotta start doing more is like just collabing and shit. I've got some people lined up that I just gotta like get gear and fucking make shit happen. You know what I mean? It's fucking it's the time. It's hard to find time for all this shit. But like you have to.
Dude,
collaborate is so important.
And
I can't stand artists who like think they're too good to collaborate. Especially when they don't have them. I get it, you have a fan base. You need your fuck bread.
Right.
Like, I get that because I'm gonna use you to like get to your fan base. But the artists who fucking don't have fans and they're like, I'm not paying you $500, Jimmy. Calm the fuck down, bro. You need to get on this shit. And I have producers who do that shit all the time. It's like I have 3 producers on my team who are constantly sending me beats. We go through hundreds of beats all the time and pick beats. Like so I don't need beats, but I'll have producers on Instagram hit me up all the time. Like, oh yeah, bump this, and I'm like, all right, cool. Like they approach me as if they're trying to just collab on shit, and then I'll go through the beats, pick up, this shit's fire, I'll get on this, and they're like, all right, just like 75, like. I get you want a little bit of money, bro, but let's make a fucking fire-ass song. Let's promote it and start making money off the music. You're gonna be
let's promote it.
Yeah, you're gonna make money on the back end, bro. I'm not gonna pay you $75 on the front end when you don't have anybody, and I don't need beats. You know what I mean? Like, why the fuck am I gonna do that when? No, you gotta learn to just collab with people because you wanna fucking be able to say, I got a song with somebody. You know what I mean? Like. And there's not a lot of artists that will. People follow this weird fucking. And I feel like honestly, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I feel like you're at a certain level of rap. A lot of people don't want you on this shit. Because they're like, I now want this motherfucker on my song. He's about to shred that shit. And I'm gonna sound dumb as fuck after he shreds that shit. So like, I get that too, bro. Like, you don't wanna fuck with anyone.
If you're not the best, if you're not trying to be the best, then you're not competitive. If you're not trying to be competitive with this rap thing, then you are not doing it right. Because that's if I go on a track with somebody, I'm trying to bring the best possible shit and just wreck, destroy everything. I won't be talking shit about them. I'm not battling them, but I am battling for the attention.
But it's also a thing where like people just gotta get out of their heads and there you go. Who the fuck cares? Like that's the thing about treating it like a business, bro. Like there's a lot of people who are gonna hear your sound, and they're gonna be more attracted to that than my shit. They're gonna be like, oh, this is like old school wannabe Eminem shit. Like, so like you can't even think like that. I'm trying to break myself out of that thing too, where it's like you can't even think you're better or worse than somebody when it comes to rap and shit, because if you do that and box them out, that's a big fan base for boxing out. And that's a lot of people. You hear this shit that blows up sometimes, bro? Like, straight shit that does not make sense blows up sometimes.
Absolutely.
So it's like, yeah.
One TikTok video, one random fucking reel that goes crazy, and that will have you a fan base that you could not believe. But fans today are different than they were before. Like, there was a record cycle, so every artist would have, like, you know, a year. They'd release their record. They'd have like a year to 2 years of touring and singles and so on, and then they started the cycle again. But like now, people, they want a song every month for sure, like one a month without a doubt. Because like even after J. Cole dropped his last shit, and everybody's like, oh, and it was guaranteed, it was gold. Everybody's loving it. Everybody thinks it's the best thing. Well, what's next? It's been a month. What the fuck do y'all expect? It just comes out like that? Like, come on now. Like, that's the expectation.
You go through like phases of an artist where like shit comes and then shit you go through phases where it just doesn't come. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. They try to just fucking get you to pump shit out like that. It's just that instant gratification.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
Brain from social media now is like, oh, I gotta have my shit instantly. If I don't have it instantly, it's not even worth it.
It's not even worth it. Yo, how many times you hit a link to they go, pre-save my shit. Okay, so if I hit the link, if I go to pre-save, because I'll be like, all right, fine, it don't hurt my feelings to pre-save something, but it wants me to sign in to another app afterwards. I'm like, nope, never mind, my bad.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, you gotta make it easy for people.
What is that called? Frictionless transactions. That's what you want all day.
Frictionless, exactly.
And that's where, like, so you said you do a lot, you know, you've thought about the marketing and the business side of it, and you know, you're able to advise others on that. Where do you think that knowledge comes from?
I think, well, as far as like the music business, I'm still pretty damn new. So, but just growing up and being a GM of like a multi-million-dollar restaurant for years and years, and also like fucking just growing up around people with business minds, you know what I mean? Like, I have a lot of good people around me doing that shit, and they've always taught that kind of shit. And so I think I just have drawn from everything, and I've started to put a spear on the head, right? Like implement it all together for the first time now. So, I mean, I would definitely say like, I'm one who can. I think I could give better life advice than I could business advice. You know what I mean? Like, I'm more like fucking inspirational. I feel like I'm very. I've seen a lot of people die and shit. You know what I mean? Like my brother died, my cousin, like at a very young age. So I have a different perspective than a lot of people. Because I've been through so much death, some crazy shit.
And that's
like
actually
my life would sound like a lot of people wouldn't even believe like a lot of shit.
Well, that was what got me there. That was what actually made me pay attention, was because like I heard the first song I heard through the ads, and then after I listened to that song, I was like, all right, let me see what he's got on his social, and then I went back to the beginning, because that's, you know, I like to go back to the beginning and see where people come from, and you know, just seeing all of the information that you had about your life and how it's a crazy and a hard story, and the fact that you're still up and walking around after seeing all of that around you is inspirational.
And that's why I say like I'm still pretty new to the business side. I'm always trying to learn. But as far as the life side, shit, I'm an expert in my relationship. So it's like, but it's crazy too when you're the one going through shit. You don't even, it doesn't really feel like that. You don't see it. And then you see, when you're on the outside and you see it going happen to someone else, it's like, holy fuck. How are they getting through that? How are they still like, just like saying blah 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 blah, but it's like when you're actually in it, I don't know if it's just like a biological thing where your body just fucking goes into survival mode and you just fucking lock in, or if it's just like one of those things where like, higher power, everything will fucking do it, it helps. But
whatever helps, whatever gets you through, whatever it is you have to find that thing, no matter what it is, whether it's religion, whether it's work, whether it's whatever it is. Find that thing.
Yeah, exactly, bro. That's why I hate when people try to box it into one thing. Like, you gotta this religion to get off. You gotta do this. No. The reason God made so many different things lead back to Him is because we have so many different perspectives, bro. If there was only one way, ain't nobody getting there. Like,
right?
You gotta have all these other religions, all these other signposts pointing back to whatever that source is for everyone to get that shit. It's like people are so dug in these days. It's like people are so unchangeable in their fucking ways and minds. And it's like it's gotten to a point what really just eats me up. It's like it's gotten to a point where people actually don't have the information. They're just blindly dug in. It's a blind thing. They're not even getting it. They don't care. Nothing's gonna change their mind. It's like that's a fucking dangerous place.
That's it.
When you're blindly following something like you have to ask yourself, do I have the information to really feel this way about something or someone? Do I have that information? If I do not have that information and I'm blindly following them in the fucking war, what does that mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you cannot blindly follow shit. You gotta use your mind like God gave you a mind to get the information, to fucking put everything together and to make the best informed decision that you make as a person in your perspective, right? Like,
if people do that,
blind trust right now.
It's not even trust. It's actually, I feel like it's not trust. It's distrust. It's the fact that it's like you see everybody's lying and so on. Like there's this Russian conspiracy theory back from it's an interview from '86 where he's talking about how they're going to infiltrate different sectors of the country over time. They're not worried about doing it today. They don't have a plan for the next 10 years. It's a plan over 100 years. To go ahead and just weaken it slowly, splinter cells.
Oh yeah, bro.
And it's like, dude, that's not hard to do because again, that instant gratification thing. We want, right now we want to win the war. Right now we want to we'll fuck these people up. Yeah, over a long period of time, we lose interest entirely. Like, I remember when 9/11 happened, I saw all this patriotism or supposed patriotism and all this shit. That shit died. It fucking died the fuck out. Like, people are like, no, actually, nobody's rocking a fucking flag at this point unless you're a specific group. But it's just because of the disbelief of everything. Like the Russian conspiracy is to make it to where you can't tell somebody the truth and then believe you because they're just like, nope, like you said, dug in. And it's like, that's where we're at. You can't trust anything you see now. With AI, you can't trust anything you see.
Bro, it's crazy. What up, baby? Yes, you can be my friend.
Can I be your friend?
Thank you for the support.
Yo,
what's up?
What it is?
Shadow Crack.
Shadow
Works Entertainment. Russo, Binks. We're having a little chat.
Bro.
Go check out my new video on YouTube. My whole life. Just type in my whole life, Russo Binks. You'll see my fat face pop up on there. You'll watch that shit. Let me know what you think. For real.
What's the inspiration for that one?
Man, so I talk about my brother dying in that one. That's why part of that is grave site. I was actually let's do a little lyric breakdown real quick. I was gonna do a lyric breakdown for social media, and I never did it. So let's do that right now. So it starts off. The chorus obviously is like I've been waiting my whole life. The moment is so right. Flow is so nice. That my bro died. It like talks about my brother dying, which happened like when I was 9. He had a heart problem. That's the story behind it. We were playing football. He collapsed. He died. And so I went back to Denver to make a video, and basically went to his grave site. So then the verse, it kind of just talks about like growing up where I grew up, like I grew up in a pretty rough area. Until my mom moved me out of there. But yeah, it's like yo, they don't want to meet. Motherfuckers just sloppy and weak, but we all gotta eat. Basically just saying a lot of people are fucking sloppy and weak these days, especially in the rap game. But at the same time, everyone has to eat, so it's like we all have to find a way to fucking work shit together, even if you know what I mean. Like, all I know is, bro, there's way too much like killing shit in the hip hop game right now. It's like you can't get a rapper that pops up without getting killed after you start fucking with it. It's like crazy.
You said you're echoing right now. Does it sound like an echo to you?
I don't hear an echo.
Okay. Let me just see what they're saying. I want to make sure that it's all good. I mean, you're good on the recording and everything else. It's just evidently the live is echoing, which is really weird. But you know.
It could be my fucking desktop, bro. Like, I need to get a desktop.
Oh, I hear it. Okay. Yeah, it is. It's echoing. So it is your desktop. It's your speakers going back into your mic.
Can't even understand what he's saying because it's echoing so bad.
Yeah. Did that just start?
Huh?
That just started?
I don't know what's
Gotcha. Yeah. So it's been echoing on social media for a minute now.
Oh shit, bro.
But you're good on the recording, so it's gonna be put back on either way.
Is it a bad echo or what?
Yeah, you can't understand what you're saying, evidently. I'm being told by the producers, director, management, my wife.
Damn.
Which, that's just, and again, it comes back to, I was wondering why I wasn't getting very many comments, and that's probably the reason. Which, things happen.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I'm still glad I'm talking to you. We've been needing to talk for a minute anyway.
Yeah. And that's really what it's about, is like just the same way that we connected, which is just through random chance of the internet. It's you meet a lot of people if you're open to meeting people. A lot of people are really closed off to it. Like, I send these messages out when I see somebody that's doing something that I like. I'll send it out. I'll say, "What's up? What's good with you?" And if they respond, shit, we'll form friendships. I mean, all 13 of these artists that are on this album that we're doing right now, I know them all. There's already 13 more people for the next one. There's 21 artists in the total for next year. We're looking for 21 artists to be on this, and it's all people that I know. I'm not gonna go and put it out to the public just yet. Like as the years go by, we probably will. But right now, it's just going through the people that I know and setting them up in the right position to succeed.
Yeah, that's all it is, bro. Connections, making fucking connections.
Would you say that you make an effort at networking?
Oh yeah, bro. I'm always pretty much. I'm always networking. That's why I was saying you should move through life like a politician.
Yes.
Because no matter where you go or who you run into, like you can use them when you're trying to make it. You can use all types of different people that you would never expect when you're actually trying to make it.
What would you say? A good way to network is, like, for people that are
for me? I think so. For me, it's like everyday life shit, right? So like I do it through bartending. I'll literally pick a spot, throw a show, and then all my regulars in the bar, everyone that I encounter through working at a busy bar, I'm always telling them about myself. I'm always telling them about what I do besides bartending. I always tell them I have a list. If I might at the diner right now, you see a list of like 2 full pages of people's names that I've got to sign up for the next show just in the past 2 weeks.
So, when you say you do your own shows, you're setting up showcase shows?
I'm setting up shows like, basically, yeah, I'll showcase a couple other little artists, then I'll just headline for an hour, and then I'll just pack the place out, sell a shit ton of merch, and then bounce and pick the next spot.
What else do they want? What else do you want? I mean,
now I'm getting to the point where like I can ask restaurants for a percentage, so I'm drawing up basically a plan now where it's gonna be like, I'll have a minimum that I need to make you guys. So until I hit that minimum, you don't owe me a damn dime. And if I don't ever hit that minimum, you don't have to pay me for the performance. Just let me sell my merch, whatever. But once I hit a certain minimum, like say the minimum's 4,000, once I hit that minimum, then I get 5% of those sales, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like get a few hundred, whatever, extra on top. I usually make like 700 to 1,000 on merch.
Yeah. And that means you're an apt business person, because like the only way to really make it in this business and make money at it is to be smart about your deals, like how you set it up. Know your numbers. If anybody's ever seen Shark Tank, know your numbers, and you can get all type of business opportunities. But if you don't know shit, you're like, I don't know how many people are gonna show up. Okay,
yeah,
they don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, if you don't know your numbers, you're pretty much fucked. Like. And people will fuck in this game too. It's crazy. and just in money in general. Like, if you can't do good math and you don't know your numbers, people always are gonna get over on you. It's crazy.
Dude, I'm fucking shit at math.
But that's
Like,
the
I am
thing, like
terrible.
networking, bro, is that's the number one thing that like is free that you can focus on. It's just getting in. Once you connect with somebody, once you look them in the eye, make them feel comfortable, you would be surprised how easy it is to get someone to put their name, email, and number down on a piece of paper to
Yep.
come to one of your shows, even if it's just to be nice. You know what I mean? Like, I've never had. I maybe had 2 out of the thousands of people I've asked over the past year to put their name down, say like no. But the majority of people are like, all right, yeah. You just like get them excited about music, and that's why it's important for fucking people to have fun,
Yep.
and for you to get footage of people having fun, because people want to be included in that. Then you have people asking when the next show is. Like, I have fucking so many people right now asking, when's the next show? When's the next show?
Yes.
We're ready for the next show. And I'm like, all right, make them wait a little bit longer, make that shit build up a little bit, and then do another one. It's like they just get bigger and bigger, and that was what actually ended up being brilliant on the business side of it. It's like it was in my plan, but it wasn't quite the way it happened. Whereas like every show I've done since I started to go back at the music thing, I've gained a new team member that came to me that was like, I want to be on your team. I think this music could really blow up. And what do you want me to do? What can I do for you? Basically,
Yes.
I don't want money right now. I don't need you to pay me right now. And these are all like prominent, wealthy people because I live in a very wealthy.
Yeah.
Like my man, who I call my manager, we don't have any paperwork or anything. He just helps me. Tori, he's like this rich, dope ass black dude who just fucking came to eat at Ben, and Ben, it's a really white area, right?
Yeah.
So like he's used to not getting that type of real love when he goes out to like Ben, other places in the square because it's just the area, bro. Like,
Yes.
I don't care what anyone says. Like, racism's not dead. People, even if it's just stereotypes, whatever.
It is
But
real. It is
I
real.
served him. I actually ended up serving him, and we like connected because I just treated him hella good. And so he wrote this long ass Yelp review and tipped me off that or whatever. So then he kept coming in, became my friend, and then he didn't know I did music. So finally, I dropped it on him, and I did this first show, which was at my last job. And he approached me after the show and was like, I want to be the man.
Fuck yeah.
He's like, I don't need any money up front. I don't need any I don't need no paperwork until we start actually making money. I want you to see what I can do for you. You see what you can do, blah, blah, blah. And then we'll get there. Like, you need people like that around you who really wholeheartedly just believe in the vision.
Yes.
And it's not about the money yet. It's not about none of that shit, bro. And then same thing with my second show, my boy Cleve, who's like my marketing manager, one of my producers now. He came at me at the second show and was like, yo, we can make it. Like, let's do this. He's got a bunch of connections out here. He already got me introduced to Shaq.
Yeah. I've seen the pictures on
Like,
there.
yeah, he like fucking has hella connections in the industry because he used to work at a record label. And so he's just basically like it's like my co-manager almost, where I almost have like 2 really smart older cats who know what they're fucking doing, managing me, helping me do the right fucking things, and then some producers and other things that came to me, bro. That's the thing is, I wasn't chasing them. They came to me, didn't want any fucking money. That's when you know you start really building a team.
Yep.
When it's like people who want to do it because they want to be there, because they want to see this shit succeed. You know what I mean? So like that's where I'm at now.
They believe in it. If they believe in it, like that's how it was with this whole movie thing. Is like I'm not into video. Like I have a aphantasia where it's the 0.08% of the population that can't. Like when you imagine something, you can probably see it. If you can manipulate it, you have a type 1 like imagination. Like you can do anything in your mind. Type 2 is you can see it, but it's kind of like it's barely there. And then you have aphantasia, which is very few people. But I can't see anything in my mind. So aesthetics and shit doesn't even matter to me. I don't care what it looks like. I'm a utilitarian. I want to fucking, if it works, then it works. I don't care what it looks like. But so when it came to video and doing this whole thing, like I brought on a team for videography. I actually brought in a couple different teams. One for behind the scenes, one for shooting the second shooter, and one for the primary, which is also the editor. And when I brought them in, And I'm glad Remo shout out to Remo, shouts by Remo on Instagram. Like he actually, he performed the duties of getting the most beautiful shot, like actually getting the angles and so on. Because I know the storyline, I know all that good stuff, but when it came to doing it, I couldn't do it. But he didn't come in and do it for the love because but he definitely gave me a mad discount from what he actually makes. I know that because he's sitting there doing videos for actual real artists. I can't say who right now.
Bro, that's how it is with my cousin. Fucking, that's who did my video my whole life, and he's fucking fire, bro.
Yeah.
And he charges, but like he don't even charge me, but I'll throw him like $300, $500, whatever, just because I know how much work it takes and how much all this. His camera alone is like 20 racks, bro. Like. So yeah, and he's such a good artist. It's like so worth the money, right? And he should be charging fucking $10,000, $20,000, $100,000 for a shoot.
Yeah,
because really he's up there with the best shooter in the game. Like I don't care what nobody says.
Is he currently is he active in the industry or is this his break into
he's under Colfax Blues. Look him up, bro. I'm telling you, he's fucking fire. If you ever video done, that's his like his firm name basically for his videography is Colfax Blues, and then he does.
It's called what? Say it one more time.
Huh?
I didn't hear that. Say the name of the faction.
It's Colfax Blues.
Bomb.
Like because of the street we grew up on, it's called Colfax. It's in Denver, and then Blues obviously because
right.
We had the fucking blues. I was playing. But
that's
I mean like having people like that is so essential, bro. Having people that like just help you just to help you is like, especially when you're first coming up, it's like you have no idea how much those people help. Like if you don't have people who have other skills, right? You're basically trading off skills.
Yes.
Like I'm gonna put my dope rhymes on your fucking dope beat. We're trading each other's skills, but we can't pay each other yet. But we can make money together if we really work together and we make some fire shit with your beat and my rhyme. Then we can make fucking money off of it.
Yes.
And that's the thing people lose sight of. Is they think, oh, I'm supposed to just be paid for my shit right away. Like, I get you want to get paid for your beats, but if you don't have a platform yet, if you don't have fans behind you yet, it's probably a good idea to just throw some beats to rappers and let them rap on them, and y'all can fucking try to make it something pop, and then think about that, how many more chances you have of making money.
Right.
Like if you don't ever give nobody, if nobody's gonna just buy your shit, bro. Like if you don't give people your shit to start off, I feel like you start off giving shit away, and then people start buying. Bro, my first show, I gave away like 20 fucking tees.
Best advertising ever.
Because and then next show I had fucking people buy like 3 times as many.
Yes.
So it's like you gotta give away free shit, bro. You can't think you're gonna get paid to do shows right away. Like you gotta. Sometimes you gotta pay to do a fucking show.
Yes, and if you're on a major,
you gotta pull $500 out of your pocket and say, "Yo, I'll throw you $500 and let me get in front of you."
Yep. Let me get in front of 2,000
people.
Qualms.
Yeah, I have no qualms. If someone tells me they got a 10,000 person crowd and they're like $1,000, I have no qualms. I'll throw them that G quicker than anything else I ever paid for, bro.
Yep. And you're gonna make it back in merch that night for one. Like you're easily gonna make it back in merch that night.
Exposure, bro. Like I'm telling you right now, like people are dumb when it comes to that. Like they think they're an artist, so they're supposed to just get paid for their art. Like everything is paid for play. Everything, bro. You don't make it in this industry, and if you're uber talented, I feel like it does give you a little bit of a leg up once you get the money to do it. You know what I mean? Like because more people are gonna fucking fuck with you. But still, it's like it doesn't matter how talented you are, bro.
Nope.
It really doesn't.
I deal with a ton of talented folks that are literally they have every last thing that they could possibly need in the skill set, but have no idea how to make it to the people. And that's where it's like, I was in my background is marketing. I'm currently at Florida State. I'm at Florida State doing my master's for marketing, and it's funny to see that like I was doing marketing before this. I've actually been a marketing director for a large corporation, but when I was doing it for the paper, the local paper here, I was their digital arm of marketing, and so I had to meet like 2,200 different business owners in this area, and over time, like I just learned that all these business owners, whether they were a baker, a plumber, a lawyer, it didn't matter. They knew how to do what they do, but they had no idea how to get to the people, like at all. They're like,
Right.
oh, I have a good idea. This should be the way it is. It's like, no.
Absolutely, bro.
So that's the same thing with artists. They know how to be artists. They do not know how
And
to get to
that's
people.
it. Once you perfected your craft, once you got it to a level where you know it's fire, then you have to start learning the other side of it, bro. That's it. You have to start fucking learning how to monetize it, get it out to people.
At the very least, you know, and that's the very least of it, because you still got to learn marketing. Not only marketing, but you still need to learn the business side of it. You also need to learn your own personal finance side of it, like what to do with this money and how to invest and how to pay taxes.
10 fucking jobs, bro.
Yeah, it's for you to actually do all that you needed to. Everybody says I'm independent, and we imagine it's just them grinding it out. Fuck no. Each one of those people that said they were independent and you saw them, they have a team. I promise you, they have a team.
Big ass team, bro. Pushing behind the scenes. Everybody's gotta have a team. You ain't making shit without a team.
Fuck
That's
yeah.
why I'm excited, bro, because I finally actually have a team for the first time. I actually finally have like people I feel like are behind me for the right reasons. They've got the fucking mindset to do it. They got the connections for us to do it. We're just getting to a point where I gotta get all this music done, because I'm gonna eventually start asking for investments too, like from outside people. Because I got a record deal offer fucking like a few months, probably 6 months ago, and I turned it down because they were talking like $40,000 for all the masters to all the music I've ever done. Not just for them, but everything I've done before, everything I'm gonna do after. Like, you're gonna own my music completely
Get the fuck out of here.
for $40,000. I don't fucking think so, bro. Like, so I didn't sign the record deal, but you gotta have capital. So it's like, but you know what's crazy, and I don't know if this business plan is gonna work. But tell me about this idea, bro. What you think about this idea?
You sure you want to put it online first?
Cause I got a, huh?
Are you sure you want to put it online first?
Oh, you think someone's gonna jack that shit?
If it's good, people will jack everything. Like they absolutely. But do I think that's likely in the time before you?
But I mean,
finish it?
I wouldn't mind if people use this formula, bro.
All right, it's on you. I was just making sure because proprietary information.
Let me think about this. But what were we talking about?
Do I?
What were we talking about again?
We was talking about what went from the business plan. That one kind of excited me because I love that's what I love is business. But
Oh yeah, my business plan. No, I encourage people to do this 100%. So because I built so many relationships with like a lot of wealthy people, and I live in a very wealthy community, like I have a lot of people who I think a lot of people out here fuck with my music, and like I have a lot of people who I really think would probably invest $5,000-10,000 if they knew they were going to get that shit back, right? And so I was thinking about writing a business plan where I start asking investors, but they loan me the money, and like there's a contract basically where I can only do things that are gonna basically help the music career go to where we need it to be, and they have oversight. They have oversight of their money. They can pull it back anytime they fucking want. And we have to run everything by all the investors before we do it. And then
having a board is rough because that's pretty much what you're talking
but
about.
I mean, like, I guess that's already a fucking thing. I'm so high right now, bro. I basically just described a board.
No, but I mean, but there is a way to have investors.
So I'm talking like getting like small investments from like, you know what I mean, like 5 to 10,000.
Which there's no reason why not, but it just puts you in a liable situation where if they said, well, no, I don't agree with you doing this video because it goes against my principles over here, so I'm going to pull this back. That would be a problem if you didn't have other investors.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah. They definitely wouldn't have to say over, like, artistic shit.
As they should.
It would just be like, is making a music video right now going to help the music make us money? They don't get saying, like, what the fucking video is about.
Right? Hell no. And make that fucking clear from the jump because that's a.
This is just me like spitballing all hot, bro.
Oh yeah, well, there's ways to make.
Realistically, that's a lot of people though. It's probably smarter just to find like a few whales. And just get, like,
oh well, it depends. Look at Lil Russell, how he had the model where if you invest in the song, like he's got stock in the song, and if you go ahead and you purchase that one little stock, whatever it is, like that, you own a piece of that song, and he lets you go all the way up to 49%. He's not gonna let it go past 51%, so that he has complete control.
Yeah.
But like, yo, that 50% of that video.
Like about Russo.
Yeah.
That's like who I've actually been modeling a lot of my shit after on the business side of it. Good. I've been like trying to use him, like some of Russ's shit, and some other people.
Absolutely, we look for everywhere. You don't have to reinvent the wheel so much as you just have to go, oh, I could do that. I mean, look at Subway, for example. They didn't invent fast food, but at one point they had more stores than McDonald's, and it's like,
yeah, for real, bro, that's crazy.
That's it. They're like, we took it and we applied it to our subs, and we said we could do that same model, and that's where you got to take the business. You got to take the business back. It's away from streaming. It's away from selling the albums and all that. You have to go direct to consumer. That's the new thing, is being able to sell directly to them with no middlemen.
Yeah, exactly. Direct to consumer, everything. I just had a website built just for that reason, bro.
Good.
So I can literally start selling direct to consumer. I don't have to fucking go through no middlemen and fucking digital streaming platforms that are just robbing people. You gotta figure out how to sell your music. Fucking.
Fuck that. Fuck that. That's why I'm doing the same thing. I'm building a website, but like everything that I do is an effort for everyone else. Like, yes, I benefit, but it's mainly for other people. One of the things that I'm doing is a website, though, that allows artists to, one, it's a player platform. So all the people that are on that platform, you can have access to their music as well. And so we're putting it there. I'm giving them access to my merch, my merchandisers, and also giving them access to, just the ability to direct to fan, whatever you want. You got your own store, go ahead, run it. You got your own thing, and it all runs off of one Shopify. So it's like, all right, I'm not asking for anything other than, I ask for 10% of streaming and 10% of merch, if that's the case. That's it, and then I give you the access. If you did it where you drop shipped, you're literally out $0.00, and you're making, it's like 0% of whatever fucking Spotify is paying, 0.003. You can go ahead and go after that, or you can have an because most people that listen to underground, they listen to other underground artists. So that's all that I work with is underground. I don't work with any of the majors or anything. So let's go ahead and split fanship amongst all of us, and split the funds.
Oh fuck! I gotta get out of this chair, bro.
Yo, I was about to say, I like to when I roll out of these episodes, I like to end it on a freestyle, a performance, or anything else that you got to share. You got anything in mind?
Yeah, you want me to play a beat or something?
Let's run it. And I'm going to go ahead and mute mine so it doesn't interfere with yours at all.
Let's see what I can find. Give me a second, my computer fucking sucks. Oh, actually, I can just play it on my fucking iPad. Who's your favorite producer?
Oh, by far, my favorite producer is Stoop, the Enemy of Mankind, with Jedi Mind Tricks. Like,
oh yeah, he's fire.
By far, he's my favorite producer, just because that level of production, even though it's being samples, is it's phenomenal. Outside of that, I'd say probably, I really like. Honestly, Devin the Dude and the productions that he does are pretty damn.
You like DJ Premier?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love DJ Premier.
Is that your number one?
Yeah, I'm about to play some Premier.
Alright, run it.
Yeah. Russo Binks. Yo, think you fucking with Russo, then you slow. I told you he's too cold, you ain't finding loopholes. When it comes to rhyming, these guys are full scope, but my shit be diamonds every time that I spew flows. Plus your whole crew knows, if you want a battle, I put them guys rather than cool lows. So quit acting like you even fucking happens raw, talking on that gun shit, but only shooting basketballs. You think you're tight, but I'ma take a crack at y'all. And if your shit is whack, then I'ma fucking pass it off. Go ahead, if you thinking you can rap guns. Quite frankly, y'all really starting to doubt your odds. Yeah. So Binks, you know the name. Sold not for sale. Go cop that shit. RussoBinks.com.
Yeah.
Fucking around.
Yeah, I like it.
Alright, bro.
I appreciate your time, man.
Shit, bro.
And another time, it's shooting the shits. We had Russo Binks.
Yeah, bro.
If you don't know, check them out. It's .com.
My bad, my light died.
It's all good, man. We at the end. It's perfect timing. Everything happens
yeah,
for
bro.
a reason.
Hey, we'll do this again soon, man. Shout out. I appreciate you.
How about you, brother? Be easy.
And then, yeah, tag me in some shit.
I definitely
Follow me,
will.
Russo Binks, all that good shit.
Alright, yo, I'm recording right now. I'm cutting it off.
Alright, doggy.
Give it 1 second. Just so it loads up. Making sure everything's good. Good to go. Bam, bam, bam. Alright. Yeah, doggy. We good to go. Yo, again, I do appreciate your time and shit. We'll fucking we're gonna chop it up offline because there's there's always the opportunities. Plus next year we're doing the like I said, part 2 of the heist.
Word. Fuck yeah, bro.
I'll give you the briefing on that one. But
alright, for sure. I'll talk to you. Alright, later.